Hello, I am Bentham, and welcome back to the Factorio No Crafting Challenge. So, in the previous episode, the last thing that I did was notice that there was something not quite right with iron. Also, I did some things with alien artifacts. We've got nearly 200 of them in here, which should be far more than is necessary, which is good. We should probably even take some out. What I didn't check earlier, I think, was whether the rocket defense would actually need some. The answer is no. All it needs is the modules themselves, and that's the only thing that uses artifacts that it has, unless rockets use artifacts, which I'm pretty sure they don't. What do they use? Circuits, explosives, iron plates. That is something we need to sort out as well. We need to get the production of those running so that when the time comes we can actually put in the rockets necessary. Also, plastic is not perfect, but it's not terrible either. It's looking pretty fine. Not that much of a problem. It seems to be mainly an issue with belt one-sidedness, and in fact, if we just stick that there, turn that around, and then just break this for a second, shift it up by one. There we go. That's the plastic being evened out further on in the line, which seems like a good idea. I'm going to assume it is, and you can have a bunch of plastic because why not? Alright, let's go have a look at the iron situation. I think it is just a lack of iron ore, which is a concern, because that's fiddly. Let's go have a look at it. So here's the tray. It is fully unloaded. This system's working at full pelt. So yes, it does look a little bit like there's not enough ore coming through, and what we need to do is build some new mining, because it keeps coming in waves. So let's see what we have in terms of iron around the place. We've got that over there, which I've had my eye on for a while. It's not too far away. Well, it's as far away as the one we're already using, so it would still be a train sort of situation, which I do not mind one bit. And then we've got a couple of bits down here. We already have power to here, it looks like. Or is that? Yeah, that must be power. I feel like going for these bits here just because they're a bit nearer and whatever. Even though trains are awesome, I think that this time round I'm just going to go for maybe even a logistics way of doing it. Just for the fun of it mostly, and that will ruin the power. We'll go over and inspect the situation. There's one right there, that's really close actually. I mean, that's right by the copper stuff we already have, so I think I'll just mine this. Let's do that. We'll put this here, that there, one there, and oh... You had to ruin it with that last one. Wait, if we move that? That didn't help in any way, actually. I thought I could cover it with 4, but I can't. Let's try this again. Let's start from this end. Oh, auto-saving. Thank you very much. Meaning if I get run over by a train for whatever reason, I'm fine. This can go... here, yeah, it's a 5 situation whatever I do here, so let's neaten it up a little bit. Make it make more sense. Piece of cake. We'll move... not move, we'll belt. Well, I guess that is moving. Where is the logistics network? I feel like it's a mile away. Yes, it's a mile away. It's almost worth just belting it, because we can go through there and that's useful. I'm going to go for belting it, just because power saving and things like that. Right, we'll get this powered anyway. Speaking of, put one there. Oh, because of the way I've arranged this, oh, I'll just shift it, whatever. It'll be fine, maybe. They might run out in a weird order. Well, they might just run out separately from each other. It can be dealt with. Let's see, we've only got one set of efficiency modules we can make use of, that's fine. Let's start going this way, I think. We are going to run out of belts, that's a given. And it will then be a bit of a faff to get them resupplied. Should we go along here? I feel like that's a possibility. I don't think there's anything over here that would ever need iron. But it means we can go straight up. Let's have a look at the line. If we follow that line, that one very specific but also arbitrary line, then we'll go right through... what am I thinking? We're going to go right through the middle of all of this oil stuff, and it's going to be an absolute mess. We'll go around this bit over here, and we'll work it out from there. We've got more iron there, more there, just all about the place. We'll send it up at this point here because whatever. Go there, grab this, clear that, bring it along until we run out of belts. Wait, no, we went too far. We've got to go behind these steam engines. We'll go underground for a second. And this will be the belt that all of the iron runs on, hopefully, if there's not too much of it. I mean, I wouldn't complain if there was too much of it, that'd be fantastic. Bring it round this way. I've got more belts than I thought. Oh, of course, because I keep replacing things with blue belts, so I just end up with ridiculous numbers of belts. I think instead of sending it through there, we want to move this bit up because it's entirely irrelevant where it actually exists. Also, the supply for it has run out, so this was perfect timing to change this. Clear all this away. Hoover up a bit of this just to get it out of the way. And we probably only want 2 furnaces. That is, I imagine, enough. If we put them there, that looks quite nice, I think, in my head. That should work out. Okay, so the belt will run along here. This can be cleared back a bit. They'll output here, input here. And we'll just put that in there because I can't be bothered doing all the fiddly bits. And then we'll trace it back from here. If tracing is the right word, this isn't exactly a drawing. Tracing isn't the right word at all. Let's carry on. Down. Oh, there's a pipe. That's fine. We'll just underground belt that. There's also a rock. We'll underground belt that at the same time. And then we'll have this hug the water. And it is a bit long, and there were better ways maybe of doing it, but I don't care. I decided on belts, and so it shall be belts. At the moment it's not going anywhere, but what I'm going to do is build more mining drills down here, just so that it's all already covered and I don't have to come back to it. And we'll probably need a fair bit considering how much things have broken apparently with the iron situation. If we put that one there, we want to move this back by 1 to cover that. Have one there. This needs to... oh no, it's done a thing again. We'll do a rearrange again. We'll line it up along this way. And we'll just have a third in the middle. If we need it, I don't know if we need it. Then here, I think we'll just squash it up and then have a second layer below it. But if we squash it up, we don't need to have the spacing like it was. We can put that there, and then we'll just have one going up to there, I guess. That. And then we'll just line the bottom of this. This is ugly, actually. I don't like what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. That one can go like that, I guess. It can go up through there. Yeah, that's a working line. It's a weird one, but who cares? Go up through... oh, that's not right. There we go. There's a lot of just belting things around so far today, from all over the place. We need a substation that can go there. We've not quite covered everything. Let's get a long range pole so we can just get a bit. We don't have any on us, do we? Oh, we do. There they are. We've got 30 of them on us. Let's put it there. Where can we connect up to? Ah, there. Perfect. Now where's the line it's going to? It's here, isn't it? I got very lost there. I couldn't tell what that was. So there's only these two that need powering. We can just use that, maybe? Doesn't quite have the range. I'll just use a medium one, that works. That's not usually the tactic I go for, but whatever. What we'll next do is this one here, which will just take that, sorted. That can, in fact, we'll move it up a bit so the belts have less distance to travel. And then we'll just connect it up. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh, I just ran out of belts, I think. There it goes, and then we'll get a normal old power pole. Hang on, can we move this one up? I imagine we can. Now I'm not so sure. Can we... Oh, we can connect that just the right distance, and then this highly unbalanced belt can set off in this direction, and then we'll go and retrieve some more belts. So this is all being taken up by the looks of it. Oh, it builds up over there, I think. Yeah, the moment it just goes to these two, and they're happy as Larry, just filling up and leaving things. Ooh, copper. All of the ore is going wrong today. I don't know if that's actually bad. It might be fine. This line is fine, but this line is not. Though I do remember people were saying that something got blown up over here. Back when the biters attacked last episode, or the episode before. And I don't know what it was. It seems like this is functioning. It all looks fine. Wait. Why does this not have copper in? Oh, it does have copper in. That's weird. Some of these say they make copper and some of them don't. And I'm not sure what the difference is. That has confused me, but that seems to have nothing to do with anything. It's just those two. Why are they doing that? Curious indeed. Anyway, it looks like everything's fine. Of course, what will probably happen is that one day there'll be some horrific disaster and I'll track it down and it'll be something that's been blown up here. You may be able to see exactly what it is that's blown up, but I can't. So I'm going to hope it was not important and carry on with my life. We can get rid of this. Clear all this stuff away here. I know that the radar was destroyed, but that's right over there. And I did see a warning light. I can't remember if it was a destruction warning light now I think about it. Maybe it was just damage. And we're fine. That's possible. I'm gonna hope it's that. And leave things there. All of this can go. Just gives me some extra belts. And I think I'll now connect this up to the main system just because I am already over here. Where can it go to? If it wants to connect to both... It could just connect to any one and it will work because they merge right there. It could go over here actually, that might work. We'll send it this way, just so it doesn't interfere with the unloading of the train. Right, so it'll go along there. And what I've done here is I've made a T-junction which no longer suits my belt balancing method, so I think I'll just get rid of this bit. I can put it in somewhere else, I guess. I want to put our belt balancer in there. I guess if I just put like a splitter there and a belt there and our requester chest with inserter right there, shift this power pole, then it just does the same thing. It's no longer balanced, but that shouldn't cause a problem. We'll give it a bit of fuel to start with. So that is now all going into the system. And looking at it, it is actually only going into one side. Whoops. That shouldn't be a problem to fix, should it? I don't think so. If I just break this for a second, it does make this terribly inefficient in its use of materials, but if we put that there, and there's our blue belts. Turn that around like that. Let's put blue in there as well. Should we put blue in this whole bit? We'll leave it for now and see what happens. And if it does turn out it needs blue, then we will very quickly have ridiculous numbers of belts in our inventory. Now this is getting very one-sided because of all the messing about I've done and ruining. No, it isn't, because I haven't connected that up yet. It was just doing that anyway, for reasons unknown. It was probably the system over at the factory, and the way it was doing its smelting. Let's merge this in here. That should be fine, maybe, possibly. And we've got a bit more over here. I guess this can connect up on this bit. We can have a T-junction here, and then I guess some balancing going on or something. And at that point we should definitely have enough in the way of iron miningness and indeed smelting. Oh, that one's perfect! Look at that! It all lines up exactly as I would like it to. Fantastic. And that just goes that way. This one over here, however, is... I was about to say it's a duck. If you look at it from here, then it's some sort of duck or bird or something, but then whatever. Shape is ruined. We'll put this here, put that there, and I think just continue with this setup. We'll have this spaced a bit more out. Maybe. No, we'll not. We'll have it stay in. Like that. And we'll have this overlap as well. This is a quite squashed up one at the moment. I should have perhaps done it vertically. I've run out of mining drills. I will have to go grab some from the factory. While we're on our way, we'll do some belting. And then that needs to go along this bit. At the moment, there's nothing actually being produced in that particular mining place. Also, we've run out of belts again. That was quick. Right, here it is. Get some more. 25 will be more than enough. And while we're here, somebody give me some belts. I need some. Where are you? I'll come to you so you can help. I can help. You help me. How's this doing? There's only one in here. This is doing fine. There's 50. I do need to get rid of this one that I have. Let's put it there. Here are some belts, not many. Where are you all? Come on. Let's grab some from there. Actually, that's probably too many. We'll go up to the source. Grab a bunch. That is 4 stacks. Now it's more than 4 stacks. They've just kept delivering to me and they're getting very confused. Let's go. Do we have what we need in terms of splitters and stuff? It looks like it. I would say so. Let's go. And finish this up. I don't think there was anything else in the way of iron around the place. Nope. So that is the last deposit. Once that one is connected up, we have them all going. And we are good. Oh! I've just remembered! Which is good because I realised I can't go this way, but I've just remembered that this never got sorted. The blueprint did not work. Let's put it back in. And then we'll go and find out why. I suspect it's a lack of provider chest. And that is correct. It is a wooden chest, which is silly. So now that's a provider chest, the bots can build that if it's even needed anymore. Let's check the power situation. Actually, it looks like it's fine right now. Let's have a look in the past hour. It's been a bit of a dip, but it's risen again and it's not yet gone wrong. Well, it can only help the situation. Once the iron's going at full pelt, that should speed a lot of things up again, which means that we will need that power. Ooh, plastic. Plastic looks like it's getting worse. We need to look into that just as soon as we're done with this. And then rocket production. And we'll go from there. Okay, how do we want to arrange it? Let's work from the bottom, and then we can see how things line up. We'll do that. Do a quick check. Does that work out? That works out. We'll do it like that then. Which side? This side has a little bit more. If we do it like that. Comes out a little bit weird in the end. Some of them are orientated the wrong way. Ooh, this bit needs shifting. However, that does not cause a problem, so we're good. Okay. Put in that one. That. There we go. That's all of these done, and we'll start building everything everywhere. Working out how we want these rotated. We can spin these around. And this one can go that way. These ones can all face up. These can face down. This can go along like this. Let's have these actually go down here. That keeps this particular... Oh no, that doesn't keep this particular section balanced at all. If we do that, then it keeps it balanced. That's 4 on each side. Then over here we've got 2 cases of 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So if we have that there and this here, and this isn't really necessary because I will have balancing later on, but I felt like doing it. We'll put that in. Get that to connect up to it. And then our long range pole, if it can go here, that would be fantastic. It can't quite reach. We can move this up, I think. Can we? Let's check. It can go there. that should be alright. Is it connected to the one below? Yes. Can this fit now? No, it doesn't. Okay, we'll do it down here then. And then we'll put a normal little one there. And then this can go around somewhere. Anywhere that it connects up to something? Is there anything in the way? No, there's no long range poles over there. But there is one over here, if we can hook onto that. Come on, where are you? There it is. Bring it down here. There. And that connects up to that. We can have one go over to here. Can go there, and then hopefully we can... No, we can't quite get that. But we can get that. Right. All the mining drills are operational and producing ridiculous amounts of pollution, no doubt. We can merge these. So this section at least is entirely balanced. Run it along here. And then it can... Whoops, it can merge here. We're going to need blue belts if we want this to run at full speed. That's becoming clear to me. And then we'll have a merging there. And this is the point from which we'd need to have blue belts if we want it to go as fast as possible. So let's start putting those in. We could do the 2 yellow belt thing, but I've already started putting these in. I have run out though, so you know, that sort of ruins it. But at this point, that should do its stuff to a degree or another. Let's see how it is so far. These are all running, so that actually looks good. Maybe we only need a few mining drills to sort of get the system back up to full speed, though I notice this has just run out, so in a moment we may find them shutting off. Yeah, there's not enough going through at all. They start to switch off. Okay, so it's not perfect yet. We want this sort of constant supply coming in from the places down there.